Hello everyone, I am Sangeeta Dodmani. I am studying in 5th Sem Civil Engineering in Government Engineering College, Haveri. Now I am discuss about my seminar topic is horizontal transition curve represented by under the guidance of Professor Manjunath H, Department of Civil Engineering in Government Engineering College, Haveri. Contents: Introduction, Objectives, Types of Transition Curve, Length of Transition Curve, Reference. Definition: A transition curve has a radius which decreases from infinity at the tangent point to a designed radius of the circular curve. At the straight point is a infinity, goes on decrease the start of the circular curve. The curve which transits the movement of vehicle from straight path to the circular path, that is the transition curve. Objectives of providing the transition curves: to introduce gradually the centrifugal force between the tangent point and the beginning of the circular curve, avoiding a sudden jerk on the vehicle. To enable the driver to turn the steering gradually for his own comfort and security. If assume that there is no transition curve, it is very difficult for a driver to turn the steering to change the movement from straight path to the circular path. It is very beneficial for a driver to turn the steering for his own comfort and safety. To enable the driver to turn the steering gradually for his own comfort and security. To enable gradual introduction of the designed super elevation and extra widening of pavement at the start of the circular curve. Designed super elevation and the extra widening we can't possible to provide the beginning of the curve. They start design super elevation at the beginning of the transition curve and goes on increasing at the beginning of the circular curve. It attains a super elevation by end of the transition curve. The designed super elevation introduced gradually. Similarly, the widening of pavement at the beginning of the transition curve, they go to introduce the extra widening of the pavement, and the extra widening of pavement and the end of the transition curve, they go to attain the total width of the pavement to improve the aesthetic appearance of the road. Now coming on different types of transition curves: spiral, lemniscate, cubic, parabola. There are three types of transition curves. Up to 4 degree we can see here all the spiral, lemniscate, cubic. The path followed by all these curves are same, but after the 4 degree or 9 degree, larger the angles, the radius is not uniform. When the radius is not uniform, automatically the centrifugal force is also not uniform. When the radius is increased, automatically the centrifugal acceleration start decreasing. The lemniscate cubic is good for smaller angles, and when we go larger angles, spiral fulfills the ideal conditions. Now coming on length of the transition curves. There are three equations for calculating the length of the transition curves. The first equation for rate of change of centrifugal acceleration to be developed gradually, rate of introduction of the designed super elevation to be at a reasonable rate, minimum length as per IRC empirical formula. Rate of change of centrifugal acceleration. The centrifugal acceleration developed should be low rate and does not cause discomfort for the passengers of vehicle traveling at a design speed. It means that the larger the radius of the transition curve, lower will be the rate at which the centrifugal acceleration is introduced. Ls is the length of the transition curve in meter. Time is the taken in seconds. V is designed speed in meter per second. The maximum centrifugal acceleration of V square by R is introduced in time t through transition curve length Ls. The rate of change of acceleration C equals V square by Ls into R in meter per second square. The IRC has recommended following equation for finding the value of the C for a design speed in kilometer per hour is by C equals 80 divided by 75 plus V in meter per second cube. It means the minimum value of C is 0.50 and maximum is 0.80. It means the C value should be 0.50 to 0.80. After determining the value of C, the length of the transition curve is determined by rewriting the equation Ls is equal to Vq by Cr. If the design speed is V in kilometer per hour, Ls is also written as 0.0215 Vq by Cr. Her Ls, length of the transition curve, meter. C is the allowable rate of change of centrifugal acceleration in meter per second cube. R is the radius of the circular curve in meter. The second method is rate of introduction of super elevation. It is not desired to provide the rate of super elevation of 1 in 150 in open area. Hence, the length of the transition curve should be at least 150 times the total amount by which the outer edge of the pavement is to be raised with respect to the center line. The curve radius be reduced by allowing the differential gradient of 1 in 100 in built up area and 1 in 60 on hill roads if the pavement is rotated about the inner edge and not the center line. Then the total lifting of the outer edge with respect to inner edge has to be considered in calculating the length of transition curve. Now, let E be the rate of super elevation designed for a highway curve having normal pavement width W. Let WE be the extra widening provided at the circular curve so that the total width B of pavement equals W plus WE and the total rising of pavement with respect to the inner edge E. B equals E into W plus WE. It represents the capital E. If it is assumed that the pavement is rotated about center line after neutralizing the camber, then the maximum amount by which the outer edge is to be raised at the circular curve with respect to the center equals capital E divided by 2. Hence, allowing a rate of change of super elevation of 1 in n, the length of transition curve Ls is given by length of transition curve equals E divided by 2 into n equals E divided by 2 into n of W plus W means super elevation into change of super elevation into 1 in n minimum value of n into Ls is equal to E divided by 2 into n is equal to E divided by 2 into n of W plus WE. If the pavement is rotated about the inner edge, the length of the transition curve is given by Ls is equal to E into n is equal to E into n W plus WE. The last method is by empirical formula. According to the IRC standards, the length of transition curve Ls should not be less than the value given by the following equations based on terrain condition. For plain and rolling terrain, Ls is equal to 2.7 V square by R. For mountains terrain, Ls is equal to V square by R. The length of the transition curve is higher the above three conditions. Shift of the transition curve equals S is equal to Ls square by 24R. After calculating the length of the transition curve, now setting up shift. So calculating the shift of the transition curve. Thank you for everyone.